Hello everybody, my name is Redwin, and today we are going to be exploring this little castle I built. This is actually the first build that I've made in Tiny Glade, despite having a couple videos prior. As you can see here, we have this delightful little church. It's nothing too crazy. I was more so just trying to feel out how the game played and how it felt. I've played a lot of games like Valheim and Minecraft in the past, but this game is something really special to me. Over here we have this little farming area. As you can see, I did that typical crop row pattern. I really wish you could paint these flower beds and add some sort of like potatoes or wheat or carrots or that kind of thing. I think that'd be pretty cool. Here we have a little hut. This is my rendition of a well. You'll notice as I go through this build, I tried to keep things very, very small and compact. I think it helps to pack as much detail as I can and ends up feeling a lot more, well, tiny. If we come over here, we have this little tower. These are what I call gnome huts. As you can see, the door is tiny. And it's a very small little house. This is where I imagine little gnomes would live in this city to assist in the daily lives of the residents. So we walk through here. We get a beautiful view of the sky, and the clouds, and the moon, and the castle. We're going to take a little detour here. I have this, we come down here. I don't actually know where this path connects, so we'll just drop down. But over here, here it is. Here's the path. We come down here, and we have a little fishing village. This is where I got really experimental with how houses are constructed in this game. I tried, tiering to add the little railing there. This was my sort of fishing dock, or the closest I could get to one. It ended up looking more like a bunch of nets out in the lake here, which I think still works pretty well. Coming through here, just a couple more of these little huts. I love the way this path sort of winds and climbs all over the hillside here. Just love that. And this was actually, I made this before the movable objects came out, so if things look a little odd, such as that pitchfork sitting in front of the front door, that would be why. I also didn't know you could just click on things to refresh the decorum, so everything's a little disjointed. You'll notice it's a very novice structure if you actually look at the finer details. But that's something I hope to improve on as I play this game more. If we come through here, we can head across this little bridge here. Course with the hay bale. We come through here. We have this sort of buggy doors, but here we go. This is our tiny bridge. And I believe this is one of the bridges I can actually walk on and walk through. Some of these, with how I structured these towers, they're very difficult to travel between. But here we are. Welcome to the city proper. These are the sort of little alleyway, stacked tiered houses. It's actually my first time kind of playing with this concept. It's very, very easy to sketch things out and feel things out in this game, as averted having to do, block by block or piece by piece in games like Minecraft and Valheim. It's great for just sketching. This is actually the first well I built, surrounded by these little overgrown flower beds. I would have liked to fit some little stalls here, but I only just recently learned how you can do all these tiny little builds and things. Micro furniture almost. The tech is crazy in this game. I can't wait to learn. So maybe that's something I'll add in future builds, but this was supposed to be a bit of a marketplace. Over here I discovered the clothesline across here, and some bags of apples. Nothing too crazy. Another well over here in case the place catches fire, and back here we have a little gnome hut. A bit secretive off in the corner here. Perhaps that's a bit more of a reclusive gnome. We'll head up to the castle in just a moment, but I want to show you back here. We have this little exit. Oh, doesn't look like I can actually walk through here. So I'm gonna have to... Can I climb this wall? Uh-oh. Perhaps I cannot. I thought you could just, like, float over things. Okay, well, there's a house back here somewhere. It's just like a little dock. Turns out I can't access it right now, so, oh well. We'll go ahead, head up this way, in this little passage here. We'll climb all the way up to the castle proper. Check this out. We've got a well for fires and the like. And this is a bit more of a sort of fantastical, Baroque type structure. Very cathedral-esque. I tend to build like that. I don't believe I can walk inside. Or if I can, I can only get to here. I think if I extended the path, I could actually make that walkable inside. Believe it or not, you can actually do interiors in this game, which blows my mind. I'll have to play around with that as I practice more. But that didn't even occur to me when I first made this build. We come down here. We have this lovely view. You can see the fishing village and the farming area over there. And this is our wizard's tower. This is where I imagine, Radagast or Merlin or some great wizard. And this is actually the progenitor of where I designed the gnome hut. Was that the gnomes would assist the wizard who lived in this tower. And as I fleshed out that idea, I kind of expanded that to the rest of the build, plopping little gnome huts around. I think it turned out really nice. And we can actually do a little bit of swimming here through the pond. Oh, check that out. God, this game's so beautiful. We walk up this hill. We have a little gnome hut out here in the deep forest. Beautiful, beautiful landscape. I love that moon, the clouds. We get a nice profile of the back of the castle here. And I want to take you around, since that doorway didn't work, and show you what's over here. So there is the little house I was talking about. We'll go ahead and swim through this pond here. Just to show you that. I love, love, love how you can put trees in the water. I think it's such a beautiful effect. It reminds me of that farm in Stardew Valley, the beach farm. It's one of my favorites. We come through here. This is the sort of fishing dock concept. It's very simple. This was one of my earliest additions to this world. I believe, yeah, this door... There's something between the doors here that doesn't let you walk through there. Actually made this whole thing before I discovered you could actually walk through those. So I'll have to keep that in mind as I build in the future. But you'll notice it's very, very plain. Just two little composite pieces. But the real magic back here, we take a look around here. We have a stone path leading up this little staircase. Oh, and we have a secret tower. I call this the Lonely Tower because it's all up here on its own on this tiny little hill overlooking, the city and all the folks. And here it is. Just a nice cozy little spot for perhaps a lone farmer or perhaps a studying scholar to ponder the stars as he studies them. something like that. And yeah, I believe that is all I have in this little tiny glade for you today. If you enjoyed, I'd appreciate a like and subscribe. You don't have to. But yeah, if you'd like to see more tours like this and more builds like this, I will certainly be making them in the future. So stay tuned for that, and catch you in the next one. Peace.